the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
At the 7-yard line.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brought down by
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. A young quarterback Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
On 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Littleton on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A big play there for KC. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And the result here with 2 to go on second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. But it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. First down. Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
For Kansas City.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in the end zone. The 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 60. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47th. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A quick pass out to Juju. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Chiefs.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. He's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you...
And the Raiders have got him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes fighting Hardman here over the middle.
Mahomes pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. Free, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was brought
well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Raiders 39, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. Like my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hitting Juju on the slant. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
Out of the gun now on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play fake. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 50 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down and goal. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on